Yo, everybody at TFC, I love you. Oh, you probably don't know who I am, huh? I'm Jo Koy. That's how my mom says it, Jo Koy. And this is how she says your network, TFC. Joseph, I'm watching TFC again. It's good. Bye.
Hey guys, just record.
Hey, this is Jo Koy. This is a busy month for me. I'm a weekly regular on Chelsea lately, etc. And this weekend I have the honor of headlining the MGM Grand. Manny Pacquiao, Vegas weekend. Oh, insert joke here. Dreams do come true, and they will come true for you. Oh, hi. Just reading the morning paper. Hi, I'm Jo Koy. And what am I saying? Hi. Jo Koy here. Just reading the morning paper. See what I'm up to. And guess what? I'm really busy. You might have seen me on Chelsea lately, Comedy Central, Don't Make 'Em Angry, and countless other things. But right now, you can catch me live here at the MGM at the Hollywood Theater.
As you know, we're in Vegas right now for the Manny Pacquiao versus Shane Mosley fight. But of course, we also are sitting here with the man of the hour, Mr. Jo Koy, who's performing at the MGM Theater. Aww. And literally, when I drove into Vegas and I took a taxi, I saw your face on a billboard.
Get out.
I did, and I took a picture of it.
Did you? What did you say? Did you say handsome boy?
I did. I said handsome because I get excited when I see you like wherever it is, whether it's on Chelsea lately or at your comedy shows or on a billboard in Vegas. It's like my cousin or my brother.
Yeah.
On TV.
Filipinos are always cousins.
We're sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
But just tell us how and when did you know that you're going to be a comedian?
I knew I was going to be a comedian when I was like 9.
Why?
I don't know, because I was always funny, and my mom would always call me a comedian. Mm-hmm. She goes, he's a little comedian. Like everyone would say that, but I didn't know what that was. Mm-hmm. Just thought that meant like clown or funny kid. Right. And then when I actually saw what a comedian was, I was like, I fell in love with it. I was like, oh. When I saw Eddie Murphy on stage, I was like, oh, I got to do that.
Where do you think it stemmed from? Just wanting to make people laugh?
I think Filipinos are funny, aren't they? Like
just
Filipinos are funny people. Yeah, that's what I meant. Mm-hmm. Like my mom is naturally funny. She's not even trying. She's just funny. And there's always laughter at the house, you know? Everyone's always interacting with each other and being funny with each other. It's never a serious...
They're the very most sarcastic people.
Yeah.
Undermine you, like, you'll think it's a compliment, but it's actually a diss.
Yeah. That's so my mom.
They'll be like, hey, you've been eating, huh?
Yeah, you look very healthy. Very healthy. Uber healthy.
Tell us about the early days, and for all that, we have a lot of comedians on MySpace. You're one of the first, of course. But just about the early struggles, and what do you think was the biggest changing point in your career?
MySpace changed mine. Because that built, before MySpace, I was using, and I'm not doing this because it's MySpace.
Yeah,
okay,
but I think that in the previous.
I know, no. I'm being very serious though, because MySpace changed the game for comedians, big deal. And Dane is the one that told me about MySpace. Mm-hmm. He came up to me at the club.
Dropping names. That means Dane.
No, I'm not. I'm being so serious because back in the day, this is my boy Alan. He'll let you know. We used to hand cards out at the end of every show. I used to make like 10,000 flyers with my name and my website on it and hand them out at every show. Just hand them out. I didn't care. It was like Halloween for me. I was just handing out candy. And then MySpace came, and it just totally changed the game. So yeah, the early days were a struggle, but then when MySpace came around, it really like changed the game for a lot of us.
Thank you, Jordy, for helping start MySpace Comedy, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, I think.
Jordan Elner.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah, because that was a big deal. You guys started MySpace Comedy, and Dane was at the front of that, correct? Yeah, that was...
Exactly, and that was a great thing that we did. We wanted to, bring that same elevation platform to comedians that we had for artists all along. Every comedian has their horror story. Do you have one?
Yeah. One time I was at, it was in Iowa or Idaho, I can't remember where it was, but it was a horrible gig. And I was, we had to perform at a nightclub. And it's one of those things where they don't want anyone to sit on the dance floor. Mm-hmm. So they make everybody sit on the outside of the dance floor because they don't want to scratch it. Oh, it's so horrible. And I was still on stage. Mm-hmm. So there's this big empty space and everybody's sitting on the outside of the dance floor. And at the end of the comedy, they all go on the dance floor and start dancing. You know what I mean? But so anyways, I'm doing my routine and I start making fun of this girl that's sitting off to the left.
This was like the 2000s that they have a club like this that's comedy and
No, this was back in the day. This is like 1995, and it was so bad because I start making fun of this girl off to my left, and everyone's laughing at what I said to her, and then this guy, he stands, it's like a spotlight like this, right? And all I see is this silhouette, like this huge cowboy, had his hat on and everything. He goes, "That's my sister." And the whole crowd just, like, you could hear a pin drop. It was so scary, and I didn't know what to do.
How did you handle it?
I said, "Sorry."
That's it?
Yeah,
no
"I'm sorry, sir. Please forgive me." And I did this whole thing about how I can't fight and all that, and I kind of won them back. Yeah. But that, I'm telling you, that was the scariest moment of my life, man, because I thought he was going to charge the stage, man.
Yeah, that must happen a lot. You do, you know, but you've been able to combat it when it comes to you. I've been a fan forever. I buy tickets to your actual shows, even though I know some of these guys because I always support the cause. One thing that makes me laugh about your show is that it's very personal. You talk about your family, you talk about your son, and you talk about, you know, your mom that we can obviously relate to.
Yeah.
Does that ever get you in trouble? Do they ever say, you know, that story was a little close, or did she get mad at you and say, you know?
She likes it. She likes the attention. Mm-hmm. Sometimes she asks me, "Why didn't you do more jokes?" "Why didn't you do more jokes, Joseph, of me?" Center your whole routine around me.
Can you add my picture?
Yeah. "Joseph, why am I not right here?" Behind you, looking over your shoulder like that.
And again, I think that's something that all Filipinos do. You know, the whole family wants to be a part of everything.
Yeah.
Your son, though, does he understand what Dad does?
Yeah, he does. He loves it. And I bring him on stage, and, you know, at the end of shows, he loves it. Sometimes if I forget to bring him out, he'll stand by the stage like, "Hello.
Right.
This is my entrance." And I have to grab him and bring him out on stage. So he loves it. He enjoys it. I think he's going to be a performer. I don't know if he's going to be a singer or a comedian, but I know he loves the stage. I can tell.
But do you see your son? Does he try to do things to actually make you laugh? Is he the same person that you were?
Yeah, he is. He is. I'm telling you, he's really, really funny, and he's not like kid funny. He's like, you can tell his little brain's working already, you know. And to make me laugh is kind of hard, you know. Right. But he's coming up with them. I think he's going to be, I really, really strongly believe he's going to be a comedian. And I hope so I can retire and watch him do it.
So what's next in the plans? I hear some things, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it yet, but everybody wants to know what's next for Jo Koy.
I'm getting ready to shoot another hour special for Comedy Central. And this one's going to be my favorite special, you know what I mean? I did 2, you know, with Comedy Central, and this is going to be my 3rd. I did a half hour and then an hour, and this is going to be my 2nd hour. And the reason why I like this one so much is I'm going to be shooting it on the West Coast instead of the East Coast.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm going to be home. And then, and this is like really personal stuff. Like I'm going to go really, really deep and do some digging on you know, the old stories, you know, from when I was growing up and, you know, with my sisters and my mom, and then, you know, some new stories with my son, you know, because he's 8 now, so I got some better stories on that. And then there's this other element that I'm gonna put out there, but I'm not going to say it yet. But if you come to my live shows, you see it. But we're going to put it out there.
So timing-wise, when can they find that?
I think we're looking at August. We're going to shoot it, and then it'll come out by the end of the year for sure. And it's Comedy Central that's doing it, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. And then another one is I shot a sitcom with Chelsea. She has a book called "Are You There, Vodka?" It's me, Chelsea, and they turned it into a sitcom for NBC. It's a pilot. We shot it. Laura Prepon from that 70s show plays Chelsea. Yeah, she's amazing. And then Chelsea's even in it. She plays her older sister. And then I'm in it. I'm the co-worker at the bar. I'm the bartender. And I'm also the next door neighbor. So I kind of go in. I got a key to her place, too, so I can go in and out of her apartment whenever I want. So it's kind of fun.
And if you haven't read the book, it definitely is something that you should read. But
yes.
Chelsea Handler obviously loves you. We see it on the show, the back and forth between you two. Explain the relationship. How did you guys meet?
That's Chelsea. She's just really, really sweet. She's you know, she is what she is. So whatever you see on camera, that's how she is off camera.
And how did the introduction come with you?
We met about 5 years ago, I think it was, and with John Lovitz. John, we were both opening for John Lovitz, and she always liked my work, and I was a big fan of hers. And next thing you know, she just blew up, and I get the call, and I'm on the panel, you know. But we used to perform together at the comedy clubs. That's how it all happened. That's basically how everybody knows Chelsea, though. You know, like a lot of those people that you see are just friends that she's known through the comedy world, you know, the comedy circuit. So,
Well,
and that's why you notice with the panel is very, you know, she's got her select people that she interacts with, and you can tell that she's had history with these people. Like, you know, the digs are personal, and it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's almost like we're at the club, and she's just bashing us at the club. Only now there's cameras and a table. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why I think that's why it's such a great show. You can actually see that. You know what I mean? Like the fans at home that are watching it, they see that interaction. They're like, oh, they're just friends talking. You know what I mean? It's not a scripted show, and you know, and that's her. She just, you know, I'll write a joke, and I know in my head I'm like, oh, she's gonna get me. She's gonna say something. Like, so I'm always on my toes.
Right.
Yeah, I know she's about to rip my head off right now. So
yeah.
So I'm always
the other
waiting
day,
for
I
it.
think we saw when she was talking about the clothes that you gave her.
Yeah, it's like I can never do right with her. You know. One time she looked at me and she's like, what are you wearing, a kung fu gi? Like, really? Can I just tell this joke, please?
Oh, yeah, she'll cut you off and say that, but it's so funny.
But it's great. I love it. I love the way she does it. It's really cool.
And you have to see every Tuesday you're on there.
Yeah, I get to do it every week, man. So I love that show. It's so much fun. Let's do it.
Just Right to Me is hanging out with one of the best comedians of our time, Mr. Jo Koy himself. If we haven't convinced you, you should be convinced. Go to myspace.com/JoKoy or jokoy.com for date listings and when he'll be performing next.
Thank you.
I gotta be honest with you though.
Yeah.
The only reason why I set up this interview
Why?
is because I heard that you have this VIP pass. Like, I was worried about going to the buffet because there's so many people down here for Pacquiao weekend that there's a long line, but he has this magic card that'll let you skip the line.
And when you perform here, you get special treatment.
So I'm glad that we got
You can join us, cut the line with us,
Yeah.
but you can't wear that
like
because it's a onesie.
going to the bathroom and
I can't hang out with an adult inside a onesie. You have to wear this. The official Jo Koy Crooks and Castles collabo, baby.
Oh.
Look at that.
Will this get me in
That's
faster?
Monster. This is for my new tour, the Lights Out tour. Crooks and Castles, my boys designed this shirt for me, and I want you to wear that.
All right, I'll put it on as long as I can be with these guys.
Oh, yeah. It's
Show.
official now. This is funny. Alan, I should sit on your lap.
Just say this is how I roll. We're ready to go.
Yeah,
to the
let's
thing.
go.
All right. You get my shirt for free for this?
You. What are we doing now?
I think that's it.
What? Do I look funny?
Your faces, both of them, we're like the same. They're just like,
We're thinking.
Like morons? You're good. You're a natural.
Want to make out?
That was awesome.
I produced a concert for Jay-Z and for Rihanna.
Talk about
all
name
these
dropping.
Different things, but the one highlight of my career is when Jo Koy retweeted my tweet about the show the other day, but I have a feeling it might not even be you that did it.
No, that's me.
Oh, it is?
Come here, hug me.
Hi, we're friends.
That's so nice of you. What's up, MySpace world? Thank you so much for this support. You guys are the best, putting me out there. You were the first, and you won't be the last. Wait, you'll never be the last. You'll be first, as long as I'm on the front page, please. All right, now that we're done with the interview, let's go eat. And everybody, that's anybody, has an entourage. I hired these guys off of Craigslist. You put some shirts on them, and you got yourself a posse. Rosalind, VIP card. Let's roll.
Probably. Let's go.
It's on. I'm getting eggs.
Do you have to walk first?
My pants just fell off. My pants. Damn it. Excuse me. Damn it.